Alright guys, Dominic here for Kit Guru, and today we're looking at the Razer Nommo Chroma Desktop 2.0 speaker system. So at £150, the Nommo Chroma is actually the middle child of the Nommo speaker family, because at £100 we have the just plain Nommo, which doesn't have chroma lighting as the Nommo Chroma does, and it also connects via a 3.5mm jack. There's also the top dog of the family, which is £499, and that is the Nommo Pro, and that is actually a 2.1 desktop speaker system, so it has a subwoofer, while each speaker unit actually has 2 drivers per unit, whereas the Nommo Chroma, for instance, and the low-end Nommo only has 1 driver per unit. Still, at £150, we are hopeful that the Nommo Chroma will offer a good sound quality with plenty of features. As the name suggests, it of course does have chroma lighting, so we will look at that later. But first we'll look at the design of the speakers, and it is very clear that these are Razer speakers. For a start, everything is matte black, which I personally think looks really good, and there is also the Razer logo etched onto the outside of each speaker unit. Now, the speaker housing is made of plastic, but build quality is still pretty good. It feels nice and solid, and in any case, once you've got the speakers set up, you're unlikely to be fiddling with them, so the plastic construction is not a problem whatsoever, and to be honest, we wouldn't really expect more for the price point. You will have also noticed by now that the speaker units themselves are actually cylindrical in shape. This is quite unusual. Most kind of speakers are quite boxy and square, but I personally think the cylindrical shape, especially raised up from the ground slightly on the little stands, I think it looks really cool. And at the front we can also get a look at the single driver, which is a 3-inch custom woven fiberglass driver. As mentioned, it's only 1 driver per speaker, so there's no tweet or anything like that, so all the sound is coming from that single 3-inch driver per speaker unit. Now if we turn to the back of each speaker unit, we can see each satellite has its own base port, and the right hand unit, which is the master of the 2 speakers, has a few more input ports as well. For instance, there's one 3.5mm headphone input, and there's also a 3.5mm auxiliary input, so you can connect a line in or an aux cable very easily. Just below that, there are also a couple of cables that come out from the right hand speaker. One is the USB connection, which obviously connects to your desktop, and the other is the tethering cable, which is used to connect the right and left hand speakers. I would have liked it if these cables were removable, however, purely because it makes unplugging the speakers and moving them around a little bit easier, and as well, if you happen to have a fault with one of the cables, it's much easier to replace the cables than having to send in the whole speaker units to get it fixed if it's still under warranty. Moving on, the right hand speaker also has 2 adjustable knobs. One is for the volume of the speakers and the other is to adjust the amount of bass. Elsewhere, we can see that the speakers actually stand on these circular feet, and if we flip them over, we can clearly see there's a lot of anti-slip rubber, so you can be sure your speakers aren't going to be slipping around. And here we can also get a look at that LED ring, which completely surrounds the circular feet of the Nommo Chroma. The RGB lighting is of course the primary reason to spend that extra £50 on the Nommo Chroma when compared to the Nommo, and I think that the lighting actually looks really good. You can select a few different effects using Razer Synapse, which we will look at in a little bit, and the level of brightness is also quite impressive. If you have other Razer peripherals as well, you can obviously sync up the lighting as you can see here, and it's that synchronized effect which I personally think looks really good. I also like that the lighting has been used to give you a visual representation of the bass and volume knobs, so as you turn them, you can clearly see the lighting increase to show you that you are turning the volume up or down, for instance. Now, the lighting is the primary reason why the Nommo Chroma connects over USB. However, another thing to consider is the fact that because it connects over USB, it actually uses its own DAC. So what that means is it bypasses your motherboard's onboard audio. So that could be another reason to consider spending extra on the Nommo Chroma if you have particularly bad onboard audio, for instance, or maybe your audio output ports on the back of your motherboard are broken. Now then, moving on to the sound of the Nommo Chroma, I have to say, for £150, the sound quality is actually pretty impressive. I will say that it sounds best when you keep the bass dial down using the adjustable knob. If you turn it up, it starts to get quite bloated and distorted. But if you leave it at the lower settings, there's still enough presence to provide you with a bit of low-end oomph, which sounds really good for dance music, for instance, or rock and metal, depending on what you're into. The bass isn't hugely tight or controlled, but it is there, the presence is good enough, and it just gives you that low end to complement the mids and the highs. Speaking of the mid-range, this is quite clear and quite crisp. It's not an overly warm kind of mid-range presentation, so you don't get that kind of lush, intimate feel when you listen to female vocalists, for instance. However, it is especially clean and clear, which actually makes it really, really good for dialogue. For instance, watching YouTube videos with the Nommo Chroma is perfect, and also if you're the kind of person who likes to play games using speakers rather than a headset, RPGs like The Witcher 3 for instance, which are quite dialogue heavy, they work really, really well. Moving on to the high end and the treble, the level of detail does roll off fairly quickly, so it's not an overly detailed speaker system. However, there is enough treble to nicely complement the bass and the mid-range. It's still not a hugely detailed sound though, so you're not going to be using the Nommo Chroma for any kind of serious music analysis or critical listening or anything like that. But for a wide variety of music, I think for the money, the Nommo Chroma works really, really well. You still get that nice warm bassy sound, even with the bass dial turned down a bit, and the mid-range is nice and clear, which, as I mentioned, works really, really well for dialogue and gaming. Lastly, for a quick look at the software, it's obviously Razer Synapse. So this is the landing board, the dashboard. We click Nommo Chroma, and essentially you've got two different tabs. You've got sound and lighting. Sound lets you choose the volume, which you can obviously control using the knobs if you wish, and there's also 4 different equalizer presets: default, game, music and movie, though unfortunately there is no option for a custom EQ. Moving on to the lighting tab, you can set the brightness from anywhere between 0 and up to 100, and you can also configure the lighting to turn off when the display is off. Over here you can choose between 4 different presets. We've got breathing, spectrum cycling, static and wave, although if you want you can also configure advanced effects. And if you have a different Razer peripheral connected, you can also click this little button here, which will allow you to enable the lighting effect you've chosen across all of your Chroma devices. So then, all in all, I think the Razer Nommo Chroma is a good buy at £150. You might be thinking you can save £50 by going for the Nommo, which obviously loses the Chroma lighting and it connects via 3.5mm jack instead of the USB connector. However, the Nommo Chroma does give you that lighting, which will appeal to those who have other Razer peripherals already, and in any case, the sound quality for £150 is certainly very solid. So all in all, I am very happy to recommend the Razer Nommo Chroma. It is a very solid 2.0 desktop speaker system. So I'm Dominic for Kit Guru. If you like this video, you can give us a thumbs up. You can also leave a comment and subscribe below. Make sure you hit that bell icon as well to be notified about all of our future videos, and we'd also love to chat with you over on Facebook and Twitter. Until then though, I will see you in the next video.